Hello, and welcome back to Harriet's Custom Computer Art Plus. I received a few notifications that some of my subscribers were unable to install the software that I use to do my designs on their computers. So I want to show you tonight how to install the software on your Windows computer. It won't work on your phones, it won't work on Chromebooks, and it won't work on MacBooks. It is a proprietary Microsoft application back in the day when they didn't share with other people. So most of you, I've sent the link to you through your Facebook Messenger, and for those that I wasn't able to send it through their messenger, I emailed it to them. You're going to be able to follow the same steps if you're installing from your email or if you're installing from Messenger. Here I'll show you how it goes from Messenger, and in email you will do the same thing. You'll click the link. You'll come to this page where it says picture it zip and a download symbol. You're going to hit the download symbol. It's going to bring you to this page where it says it can't scan this file because it's too large for viruses. I zipped this file from a CD-ROM, which of course had no viruses, and I also keep my computers virus free. So feel comfortable going ahead and hitting the download anyway. You'll see it began downloading here in the bottom left corner. The file size is 525 megabytes, so if you have at least 1 gig of space on your hard drive, you should be able to download, install, and use this software without any problems. It's almost finished unzipping. Now that it's done, it has a link that says open file. So click on open file, and this is what you'll see. You want to go to the top of the page where it says extract all and choose extract all. It will tell you to select a destination and extract the files. So in order to set a destination, you're going to click browse. You're going to choose any directory that you want to save it to. I'm going to choose the desktop. You might choose downloads. Either one of those will work. I'm going to choose the desktop. There's no folder here, so I need to create a folder. So I'm going to press on the screen or left click on your mouse. Oops. I got to turn on this charger just a second. So you're going to left click on your mouse. For me, I'm just going to press the screen. So you're going to click browse. You're going to choose where you want to save the file. I'm going to choose the desktop. Since there's no folder in here, I'm going to create a folder. So I'm going to press on my screen. I'm going to go to new and then choose folder. I'm going to name that folder PI for Picture It. I'm going to click select folder, which will close it out and give it the name, and then I'm going to hit select folder one more time for it to actually select the folder. Sorry, I bumped the camera. Next, I'm going to hit extract. It's going to begin extracting the files. On different computers, this takes a different amount of time. It depends on the processor of your computer. This is a WinBook. It's about 3 years old, but it opens pretty speedily and downloads everything pretty speedily. But on my slower laptop that is older, it took about twice the time that it takes on this one to download and install the software. So the speed of how quickly it installs will be based on your computer. If it's not moving this fast, but you're seeing progress, just know that you're on the right track. You're installing it correctly. I'm doing this recording in real time so you will see exactly how long it took me to install it, and it will give you some ideas on how quickly you might be able to install it. It's just about done. Okay, and on my computer it instantly opened up. If it doesn't open up on yours, you just need to go back to where you created that folder just now and then look for the folder under the name that you gave it. Now you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and at the bottom you see two setup files. The setup file at the bottom just looks like a document. You want the one that says application and it looks like a little computer is next to it. You're going to click that one. It's going to bring you to this page. It's going to ask you to give it permission basically to make changes on your device. Click yes. The changes it's going to make is just that it's going to install this software and it's going to enable it so that you can save the work that you create using the software. It's not going to go in and change any of your other files on the computer. It's just going to install the software and allow you to run it. So you're going to hit next. Now this is the one that asks where do you want to save the file. I'm just going to hit next. It's going to my C drive into programs. I'm fine with that. Next, this is where you're going to have to make a change. It has a choice of typical installation, which it defaults to. You want to choose the other one, minimum installation. Go ahead and hit next. Here, you're not going to choose any of these. You're going to leave both of those blank. And the reason why you're going to leave those blank is because if some of those functions require supporting applications that are no longer available or that are outdated. So if you try to install any of those, it's going to stop the installation process and you're going to get an error message. So make sure you leave that blank and hit next. Here it asks if you want an icon on your desktop. I do. I'm going to leave it on yes. If you don't want the icon, hit no. Then you hit next. Now here is where you're going to hit install and it's going to begin to install the software. Now this is a point where on some of the slower computers it might take a while before you see any progress in the status bar. So if you get to this point, know that it's working. You can leave it and go do other things and just come back and check. And when you come back and check, it will give you a message saying that it's done. Sometimes this might take on some older computers maybe 20-25 minutes, but just like I said, walk away and come back and check it, and eventually you're going to see this message and you're going to hit finish. Now it says that you need to restart in order to finish installing the software. Make sure that you definitely do restart your computer. It's going to restart, and then it's going to, once it's restarted, then you're going to open the software, and I'll show you how you want to do that. Now because this software is older software and it was made to run on earlier versions of Windows, you will need to, on some computers, run it as an administrator. And in order to do that, you're going to, instead of left clicking the icon, let me go ahead and sign in. So if you have a computer that when you click on the icon, left click on the icon, it gives you an error message and it doesn't open, then you will need to right click on the icon. And when you right click on the icon, you'll get a choice to choose run as an administrator, and you're going to put a check mark in the box that says run as an administrator. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I'm going to go here to start. Mine is so sensitive. Then apps. There's the icon. Let me see if I can get it to say open as administrator. For me, it's just opening. There have been some new updates, so possibly you won't have to choose to run as an administrator. It might automatically recognize that in the newest updates. Close this, get us out of the way. So once you go to your applications and you hit on picture it, it's going to bring you to this screen. Say I agree. It's not going to do anything else to your computer because all of that is outdated, and it's probably none of that even exists anymore. So just hit agree. And then this page, this has some tutorial movies, but once again, you do not want to choose any of these because they do not have the supporting apps that they will need to run. So you'll get an error message or you might get a freeze up. What you want to do for this page is click don't show me this again and close it out. Then it's going to open up the Microsoft Picture It application. This page you can keep because you can go to your blank document from there. Did you hear that sound? I'm going to show you how to get rid of that because it gets pretty annoying after a while. So you can choose a blank file. It will open up to this page, and then just like when you're using the software, when I've shown you on some of the projects, you can choose what size you want to make it or do a custom. So I'm just going to hit done, and you hear that sound. If you want to get rid of that sound because it comes when you do different things on the screen, you'll hear that sound. If it annoys you, go to view, options. The third choice down says play picture it sounds. Take the check mark out, and once you close this up, after that last sound you just heard, you'll never hear those sounds again. If you decide you want them back, you go back into view, into options, put a check mark back in there, and you have those annoying noises again. So that's how easy it is to install this software. Just remember that if you click on the icon and it doesn't open, it gives you an error message. Right click on the icon and then choose run as administrator, and it will open right up. Thank you for stopping by Harriet's Custom Computer Art Plus. Please remember to subscribe and to leave a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time.